everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Anna and today we're making the most out of our slow cookers with some hearty, comforting dishes that are perfect for those busy days when you want something delicious but don't have time to stand over the hob. Slow cookers are a game changer when it comes to getting dinner on the table with minimal effort, and today we've got 3 recipes that are just perfect for it. First up, we've got a slow cooker beef stew. Tender beef, hearty vegetables and rich gravy. This is comfort food at its best. Next, a slow cooker sausage casserole, packed with flavour and super easy to make. This one's a real crowd pleaser. And finally, a chicken korma, creamy, fragrant and full of flavour. It's a takeout favourite that's so much better when it's homemade. These recipes are all about setting it and forgetting it, so you can get on with your day and come back to a delicious home-cooked meal. Let's get started. So first up, we've got the slow cooker beef stew, and we're going to fry everything in a pan, but you could do that in the slow cooker if it has that function. So let's get some oil on. And then we're going to fry the onion and the celery together. We're going to fry the onion and celery together until softened. It takes about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add the remaining ingredients. So when the onions and carrots are looking like this, quite translucent, that's when we add the carrots and the herbs. And in this recipe, we've got bay and thyme. The carrots have been in for a few minutes, and we're going to add in tomato puree and Worcestershire sauce. Smells really good. The Worcestershire sauce adds a really nice richness. Next up, the boiling water. Add that in, along with 2 stock cubes or 2 stock pots. And we're going to season with pepper. We've added salt before. And now this goes into the slow cooker. So that's in there. I've just cleaned out the pan a little bit, and now I'm going to brown the beef. We're going to add a bit more oil to the pan and heat that up. In with the beef. You can do this in batches if your pan's not big enough. We're using braising steak here. It's a tougher cut of meat, but that means it's great for the slow cooker. Cook it for a long time and it turns to fall apart tender. And there's also no risk of overcooking it, so you can keep cooking until you're ready. So we're just starting to get a nice golden colour on the beef, and now it's going to go into the slow cooker. Give everything a final stir, add the lid, and cook for 10 hours on low or 4 hours on high, and it's as easy as that. This stew would make the perfect base for a pie, or serve with buttery mash or little roast potatoes. That's my personal favourite. So this has had 10 hours on low, so let's have a look. It smells really good. Beef's meltingly tender and the sauce is thickened nicely. If you want the sauce a little bit thicker, you could add a bit of corn flour. So all the thyme leaves have fallen off the twigs, so we can just pull these out. Time to plate up, and today I'm going to be serving it with mash. This is my idea of proper comfort food. It's a real winter warmer. Okay, I'm going in. The meat's really tender and the gravy's really rich. It's delicious. Next, a slow cooker sausage casserole. It's packed with flavour, super easy to make, and it's a real crowd pleaser. First up, we're going to fry the onions and celery in a little bit of oil. We're going to fry these for about 5 minutes until they're soft. Once these have softened, we're going to add them straight to the slow cooker. And now we're going to fry the carrots and add those. Again, we're frying the vegetables first before adding them to the slow cooker, but if your slow cooker has the sauté function, you could use that too. So these have been frying for about 2 or 3 minutes, and in they go with the onions. We're going to fry the sausages as well, and make sure you get a really nice golden brown colour on the sausages, because they won't get any browner in the slow cooker. These are looking great, so in they go. Once the sausages are in, we're going to add some water to the pan just to pick up any brown bits at the bottom of the pan. They'll add loads of flavour. And we're going to add tomato puree as well. Just give everything a swirl around. So we've picked up all the flavour from the bottom of the pan, and that's going to go into the slow cooker with the rest of the ingredients. So the sausages are in, and now we're going to add the sweet potato. We don't need to fry this, that goes straight into the slow cooker, along with some tinned tomatoes and a beef stock cube. We're using a stock pot here. And some herbs, we've got rosemary and thyme. And give everything a really good mix. Okay, so we're going to add some pepper but no salt because the stock pot adds quite a lot of salt, as does the sausages, but you can always add some later. So the sweet potato adds a really nice sweetness to the dish, but it also thickens the gravy as it cooks. So this is all in here now, and we're going to cook it for 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low. So this has been bubbling away in the background for 4 hours. Now it's ready to serve. It smells really good. So the sweet potatoes are broken down and thicken the sauce really nicely, and the sausages are still really brown. Let's serve up. This is such an easy dish to make, and my family absolutely love it. You could serve it with mashed polenta or simply buttered greens like I have here. I can't wait to dig in. That's really nice. I like the sweet potato in it. It really thickens the gravy, so it's really comforting, and it's the perfect freezer filler. And finally, a chicken korma. It's creamy, fragrant, and full of flavour. It's a takeout favourite that's so much better homemade. So first off, we're going to blend the onions, garlic and ginger into a paste. We add them to the jug, and we're going to use a stick blender or a food processor. And if you add a splash of water, it'll help bring it together when you blend it. I'm going to go and blend. So now the onion paste is blended, we're going to start by frying the chicken. We're just going to add a little bit of oil to the pan. And we're using chicken breast here, skinless chicken breast diced, but you could use chicken thighs if you prefer. So we're not looking to cook the chicken all the way through, we're just looking to sear it because it'll cook through in the slow cooker. So now we've got a bit of colour on the chicken, I'm going to tip it out and start frying the onion paste. Add a little bit more oil to the pan, and now we're going to fry the onion paste. So we're cooking this for about 10 minutes until it goes lightly golden and all the water evaporates. It's already smelling really fragrant, it's filling the room with loads of nice smells. So we've got a really nice colour on the onions now, and we're going to go in with the spices and the tomato puree. So tomato puree going in. And we've got a mix of spices here. We've got ground coriander, cumin, paprika, turmeric and a little bit of chilli powder, but you don't have to add that if you don't want. We're going to toast the spices for a few minutes, and that'll really bring out their flavour. And in here we've got 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. So it's smelling really good now. All the spices have toasted, and we're going to add the chicken back in. And we're also going to add some chicken stock. You could use water if you prefer. Bring that to a bubble. So now it's just boiling, we're going to transfer it to the slow cooker. So this is all ready to go. We're going to put the lid on and cook it for 5 hours on low. This has been cooking for 5 hours, so let's have a look. Smelling really good. So the chicken's really tender, it's smelling amazing. We're going to add ground almonds and double cream. The ground almonds act as a thickener to the sauce, but it also gives you that classic creamy curry that we're looking for with a korma. And obviously, everything is better with double cream. So we're going to bubble this in the slow cooker for 10 minutes before serving up. You could serve with rice or naan or both, as we are here. I like to freeze this in portions and bring it out on a Friday night when that craving for a takeaway kicks in. Perfect for when it's chilly outside and you can cozy up in front of the TV on the sofa with a big bowl of curry. Going in for more. So good, rich, creamy, and that chicken is fall apart tender. And there you have it, 3 hearty, comforting dishes that practically cook themselves. This beef stew is so rich and flavourful, and the sausage casserole is a real winner for any night of the week, and the creamy chicken korma is fragrant and perfect for a Friday night takeaway. If these slow cooker recipes have you excited, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to try first, and don't forget to check out goodfood.com or download our app for all the full recipes.